Hey y'all, it's Natalie for Cherry on Top Crafts, and it is time for the June Design Team YouTube hop. There's a picture of me and my sister-in-law, and today I am busting into my Spectrum Gardenia collection by 49th and Market. Our theme for this month is to use flowers on a layout, so I am going to use all kinds of flowers. I'm going to use the laser cut florals as well as the laser cut foliage and the foliage rub-ons as well. I'm also using the sentiment rub-on sheet to include part of my title. So the title is going to say sisters-in-law, friends in, and then I'm going to use that label that you see on the right, and I'm going to stamp some words on it of things that we bond over or that we have in common. So I really lucked out when my brother married my sister-in-law, Callie. So I love her. She's fabulous. And I am going to do like a rainbow swath of flowers. So I'm kind of going to do a column right in the middle. It's going to taper off a little bit at the top and the bottom and kind of be wider in the middle. So I'm just looking for which flowers I would like to include first. So I'm going to pull out pink, then red, then orange. There is not really much yellow in this collection. Like a couple of those flowers you could call yellow, but when I got into the packs of the rub-ons, there are no yellow rub-ons. So really we're just gonna do like a pink, red, orange. Then we're gonna go into some green and then blue, purple, and then we're gonna end up with pink again at the bottom to kind of tie our rainbow all together. So I'm just trying to figure out first where I would like all of my die cuts and the photo. And then I'm going to decide as well where I would like my rub-ons. So building a page with these layers, I definitely don't stick anything down at first. I kind of make sure I figure out where everything goes. So you can see I got into the laser cut foliage as well. And so I'm just trying to go easy on it. I don't want to overpower the flowers. And then I'm getting into these rub-ons as well. These are the foliage rub-ons. So they are a more muted color scheme than the laser cut florals. So I like that they're going to be on the background, and then we'll make them pop with the florals up top. So I'm just picking out some of the prettiest branches that I think would look nice peeking out from my photos and underneath the other florals. And I'm kind of balancing everything out. So I have a rub-on green over on the right. So I put that larger blue rub-on on the left. And then you can see I kind of changed up where I had laid my title. So I'm going to go with the purple down here at the bottom and kind of do a couple purple branches on either side of that title at the bottom. So it's time to start sticking down. Sorry, you can see my whole face in there. The rub-ons go first, but as you can see, I kind of left all the die cuts kind of sitting where I had originally intended for them to go, because I want to, you know, kind of revisit that every time to make sure that I'm not sticking any rub-ons down to where they're not going to be able to be seen, where I'm going to end up hiding them with one of the die cuts. So I kind of like put all the pieces back as I'm rubbing them on. I decided to back my photo with black cardstock, and then I'm going to pop it up also on some of the foam tape that you can get in the Cherry on Top store. Shout out to Rachel Kent, who is one of the Cherry on Top owners. She I was like, oh, I can't pick a photo that's beautiful enough for this collection. And she was like, do black and white. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're a genius. Because of course this collection has awesome black and white pops in it, but also doing a black and white photo, you're not really worrying about anything clashing with the rainbow. And I know that I've even said that in videos before, but for some reason I was just stuck on, oh, I don't have any photos that are beautiful enough for this gorgeous collection. That was just my excuse probably to try to hoard it, but I'm not hoarding it, I'm using it. So I'm proud of myself on that. So I did commit, I think I committed. Yeah, no, I haven't committed yet to sticking the photo down. I'm going to get all the rub-ons down, most of them, the larger pieces first. I do leave a couple out to add in at the end just to fill in any white spaces. But you can see I'm kind of bringing the rub-ons back into like a little tapered off shape at the bottom of the page. So the widest part of the foliage will be in the middle around the photo. And I love these rub-ons because you can layer them up. And so you'll see me do that in a minute with that Friends sentiment. Off screen, I did use these teeny tiny little stamps that I have. I think they're from Stampopotamus. They're from the Cherry on Top store. I'm not sure if they're still in stock. If they are, I'll link them down below. But they're teeny tiny, but they were perfect to fill in that little label down below. So I decided to cut off the green stem on that red flower because I didn't want too much green up there, kind of competing with the green of the rainbow where I actually intended for it to be. So I peel off the backing of my foam tape and position the photo right there in the middle of those elements that I've already rubbed on, and then I'll go through and stick down all of the florals with my Nuvo adhesive. So when I start sticking the florals down, I will not put glue on the very edges of the flowers. You can see right there, I left the edges free, and when it dries, I'll go back in and kind of fluff them up. I try to fluff them up here, but I was like, no, let's let them dry first. So you'll see me in a few minutes go back and fluff them up, so it gives it lots of nice dimension on the page. And I also like to have everything touching. It kind of brings cohesion to the design. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. So I'll take this opportunity to let you know that this is a hop. So the links are down below to the other design team members. So if you hop through and leave a comment on all the videos, you could be entered for a chance to win $15 store credit to acherryontop.com. And we have so many things. You can get the Spectrum Gardenia collection there. You can get so many other awesome things. They're constantly adding new things to the store. There I go, working on my title. Sorry about the crazy hair, but I'm really rubbing it on good, and I layered it over that blue, and you can see the like blue foliage through it, and it's just so pretty. I love it so much. And so, like I said, you can comment on all the videos to be entered for a chance to win, and I'd love it if you'd like me and subscribe as well. So to finish off my title, or to begin my title, I guess, I also used the black alphas over on the side. I used my Big Shot and I cut out the double cut Concord and Ninth alpha dies, and they come with the outline and the inside. And I actually decided to go with just the outline since it kind of mimics the outline that the word Friends is in from the sentiment sheet from Spectrum Gardenia. So I'm just kind of laying that out to make sure it fits, and that's where I'm going to put that top part, and then we'll finish it off down there. And then off screen, I did go ahead and glue them down, so you don't have to watch me do that. So now I'm gonna go lift up all the edges and give it that nice dimension. So you have your elements that are the rub-ons that are on directly onto the page. And then you have these laser cut die cuts with no border, which makes them super gorgeous. And I'm lifting them up so they have not lots of texture and dimension. And then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna fill in any gaps. So I have a few more foliage leaves that I want to just kind of add to the coordinating sections and kind of branch out that middle part of the page to kind of be a little more full. And then I decide that I want to add a little bit more black because we have a lot of black around the edges. And then we have the pops of black in the photo and in the title. And so I want to add in a few more pops of black with additional rub-ons. So in just the empty spaces that I have between some of the foliage, or I also want to balance out that top bit, which you can see that all that black at the top. So I'm going to open up I think it's the Elements rub-on pack. Y'all, when I say I'm obsessed with these rub-ons, I'm not joking. Like, I have all of them. Oh, I am gonna get some of the arrows that came off of the sentiment set. So I put some arrows on top of the word Friends, and then I'm gonna do the opposite direction on top of the word Sisters. So that gives a really nice balance. And then I'm gonna go into the Elements rub-ons, and they have some really fabulous like thread sewing black rub-ons. And I honestly think that Katie needs to design an entire pack of rub-ons that look exactly like this, because if you don't like sewing on a page, if that's not your jam, like this is the perfect dupe for that, and you would never know unless you touched it that it's not really thread. It just is so seamless because it's a rub-on, and I love it. It's so cool. I love it so much. So if by some reason you know Katie, or you have a hand in 49er Market, let her know that we need an entire pack of those. There are 2 sheets of those. They have a whole sheet of black, and then they have a whole sheet of the different colors in the rainbow, which I love. So now I'm just using a few more of these splotchy black pieces to add into, like I said, the white spaces. And we're gonna call it a layout after that. I really thought about adding some jewels or some sequins, but I felt like we had a lot going on with all the gorgeous rainbow flowers, and I didn't want to take away from that. So I decided to, I don't know, I didn't keep it subtle, that's for sure. But I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna link down below with these products with my affiliate links if you would like to go buy some. I'd love it if you use my links, and let me know if you have any questions. I love to help and hear from you and enable you to buy things. But this collection is gorgeous and you should check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.